Hello there, Lynx here, and that is correct. End of March, we are celebrating Christmas. And that's pretty much because with Sakura Succubus 7 being finished, I entered Patreon to download a patch because, you know, every person that plays Sakura games and respects him or herself would do exactly that, to know what's hidden behind the patch. I found out there is something that we haven't played. Something on Wing Cloud's Patreon. Exactly. Sakura Succubus, Cosmos Christmas, Best Girl Christmas. Let us get into that. For I imagine, because it is like a Patreon exclusive, I will not be showing all the CGs. That's how it probably will be. Let's check it out, Let's check it out. Gee, what a day. I sigh. Exhausted, I lean against the side of the juddering train. I've only just finished with work, and not a moment too soon. If I had to spend even longer in the office, I think I would have gone insane. I can't relate, at least for the past about 2 years, yeah. Remote work for the win. I guess he's a photographer, so I mean, he technically could do it remotely. Unless photo session is in the office. Okay. Other than that, I mean, he's traveling around, so, you know, yeah, kinda remote, but not really. Sort of. Anyway. I was this close to picking up a stapler and braining my boss with it. Ooh. Let's go. My workday ostensibly lasts from 9 to 5. That's good. But that's only in theory. In practice, I often end up working overtime until 19 or 20, or even later. Ow! I mean, I know what it's like to work 9 to 9, so 12 hours. Ooh, it's tough. But yeah, I mean, if you go overtime, only go with how regulations allow. So in Poland, if I remember correctly, allowed overtime at full-time job was 32 hours? Yeah, 32 hours. Because it's 8 hours. If we talk 8 hours long shift, that's 4 days. Anyway. Today I got off work at 30 minutes past 8 PM. For those that do not know this type of clock, the 24-hour clock. And since it's winter, it was already pitch black by the time I stepped out of the office. The view outside the train's windows is similarly dreary. It's so dark, it's hard to pick out the individual buildings as they pass me by, except as silhouettes. I yawn and press a hand to my mouth. I'm so tired, it's hard to keep myself upright. The steady rocking of the train, meanwhile, feels a bit like I'm being cradled. Okay, I understand why you would fall asleep or something like that. My eyelids are starting to drop. Ugh. But then the train rounds a bend and the back of my head hits the wall with a dull smack. Ouch. Well, that woke me up, if nothing else. Really though, this sucks. I've been working my ass off for the last week, and I've not received any compensation for it. What? My boss has been taking it for granted that I'll put in the extra hours on account of it being nearly Christmas. Which I assume he's done that because previously in the past you did do extra hours without, like, getting paid or whatever, I would not go with that. Apparently breaking news stories always happen around this time of the year. You'd think my boss would be more inclined to give me some time off given the season, but that would be wishful thinking. My boss has always been a huge hard ass. I know some lucky workers actually get to take time off when the holiday season rolls around, but not me. It's the 24th of December today, Christmas Eve, and I was still stuck at the office for most of it. There will be no going out on romantic dates for me. I just have to work instead. Yippee! I do get the 25th off, at least, but I need to be at the office again right after that, and I don't want to think about the mountain of work that will be waiting for me after my vaunted one-day break. I'm no stranger to working through the holiday season. I've been at this company for years now, and I'm used to my boss's ways, but my heavy workload is starting to stink, especially given the time of the year. Christmas Eve is a time, traditionally, that couples spend together, but as of early this year, I didn't have anybody like that. What? For years, my love life was nothing more than a series of short-lived, unfulfilling flings. Wait. Early this year. Huh? I don't really... What? Is it happening before even Sakura Succubus 1 or something? I don't really have the time to pursue a proper relationship, nor the energy, so I didn't bother. It would... I'd started to think for a while that I'd never be able to find Mrs. Right. What? Oh, okay, makes sense. The correct one. The one for you. Until earlier this year, that is, when my boss sent me to a concert held by the popular idol Iku Ayu to take some photos for our newspaper. Okay, so it is happening afterwards. It kind of sounded, to me at least, that he doesn't have anyone at all. That would be interesting. If, you know, it turned out like before meeting Ayu, Marina, Cosmos, and so on, he would, and after Yue, he would actually run into a Succubus, like even for a brief moment. That would be interesting. Anyway, during that concert of Ayu, I had a run-in with the famous mentioned Ayu, and later that same night I met a famous businesswoman, Wakatsuki Marina, in a smoky, jazzy bar. Marina started to flirt with me, to my immense surprise, and I later learned that both she and Ayu were succubi, demons from another realm with magical powers, whose stamina is sustained by the attention of humans. That's putting it really mildly. Apparently, according to Marina, my scent is like catnip to succubi. They just can't keep away from me. Time passed and my succubus harem began to expand. Now I have 6 attractive women, all vying for my attention, including Lady Yue, the Queen of Succubi. 6. Let's see. Ayu, Marina, Cosmos, Yue, Hazel, Hifumi. 6. Ooh, this event takes place before the trip to Astoria, it seems like. I'd hoped, given my newfound popularity, that I might be able to spend Christmas Eve with at least one of my Succubus amours, but my boss had other ideas. Had me working instead. It's a pretty sucky situation, to be honest. For even if my boss had given me the time off, I don't think I would have been able to use it. Ayu, like I said, is a famous idol, one of the most popular in Japan. So she might be doing a concert somewhere. And Marina is a businesswoman. And I guess she's at the very top. She might be working, maybe. Cosmos meanwhile is a social media star. Hifumi is an actress, Hazel is a pro tennis player, and Yue is an actual queen. I inquired about their plans over the holy season, but they all told me they were too busy to meet up with me. It's a bit of a bummer, but maybe it's better this way. I would have liked to spend Christmas with a +1, but they were all otherwise engaged. It looks from the sounds of it that like they will be busy during Christmas too. I'm not selfish enough to ask Marina to duck out of an important business meeting, or I'd pull out of her numerous appearances on live TV, just so they can spend time with me. I don't like it, but I'll have to lump it. I spent last year alone too, during the holiday season. It shouldn't be so hard to endure this year either. I'm sure I'll be fine on my own. I'll be fine no matter what happens, but... I really am tired. Oh yeah, reminds me, he said he was falling asleep on the train and so on. I had literally one moment in my life where I fell asleep in a public transport. Just once. And it was literally in a bus. For it was also during the weekend. But I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday. Whatever really. I remember I was returning from a football pitch and I nodded somehow. But literally the entire bus at the time was empty as well. I think for the entirety of the road. But maybe I'm mistaken. Who knows? Maybe someone entered in the meantime. Whatever. I'd love to lie on Hifumi's lap right now. Oh yes. That sounds like it'd be pretty soothing. But Hifumi of course isn't here. None of my Succubus companions are. I'm all alone. I'm not in a very good mood when I finally do get off the train, or when I slink through the streets on my way back home. I'm feeling kind of glum, in fact, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's not like a bit of waste, really, that I know 6 attractive women, all of whom have feelings for me, but I can't spend time with any of them. They're all way too busy. Some Christmas Eve this is. I mumble this to myself, in a quiet, self-depreciating sort of way as I come to a halt outside of my apartment. I fumble in my pocket for my keys for a few moments, with awkward fingers that feel frigid from the wintry wind before extricating them. I probably mentioned this before, but this looks like a nice neighborhood in general. For, again, I feel like living in the city kind of like this, where it's basically just concrete. Kind of, you know, I don't know, not that exciting to me at least. Like, even if you go onto balcony, what you see is concrete again. I feel like I would like to be in a building. I mean, I don't need to be in a city, whatever, right? Outskirts are super nice as well. Still, if it's a building like this balcony, I would like the balcony to be facing, like, I don't know, forest, lake, sea, something like that. For, well, let's face it, that would mean it would be too expensive for an average person. It's kinda sad. It's sad. Anyway, I stick my key into the lock and then turn it. The lock clicks and the door swings inwards, admitting my entrance inwards. That's not a good way, I would say. I don't know, I feel like it's better if the doors swing outwards, but... well, whatever. I think it's safer, basically. Kind of. Like, you know, if we need to get out of the house for, I don't know, whatever reason, right? and you actually need to brute force your way, it would be easier to like kick out the doors. Not to mention, if someone tries to get in, and like, I'm going really specific cases now. Someone has to try to get in, and you hold the door. You can, kinda counter them. So you let go of the door swings, hit them up, and so on, right? I don't know why I got that example in my head right now, whatever. Yeah, I think outwards is safer, basically. Anyway, I expect the interior of my home to be dark and drab, owing to how late it is, but I'm caught off guard. What do you mean? Oh. That's interesting. I don't remember putting all of those up. The lights in my joint living kitchen area have been turned on, and that's not the strangest thing about my living quarters. Festive garlands have been hung up on the walls, and there in one corner is... No way! An actual Christmas tree, decorated with tinsel and baubles and flickering lights. I didn't put this tree up myself, and I don't have any Christmas decorations. Somebody else must have done this for me 1 hour away, but who? I don't get it. I'm feeling pretty bemused when... Oh, Hiroki! Welcome back! Oh, let's go! Cosmos for the win! The door to my bedroom opens with a toot, and then she descends on me, all bright and smiles. Would you like a bath first? Or dinner? Or... Would you like to kiss me under mistletoe? A girl is standing in front of me, her short ombre hair brushing her face. Atop her head she wears a pair of cat ears, and her hands are curled charmingly into pose at her front. Of course I recognize her. She's a member of my Succubus harem, endearingly affectionate but a little airheaded by the same token. Cosmos. That's right. It's good to see you again, Hiroki. I really missed you. I missed you too, but... I stared Cosmos, my mouth hanging open in surprise. She's broken my house a few times before, using her Succubus magic, but I didn't expect to see her here. Didn't she tell me when I spoke to her a few days ago that she was too busy on Christmas Eve even to, meet up with me? I remember that, since I was a little upset about it for I tried not to show it. I thought asking her out for a change would be a nice change of pace, which is why it was all the more surprising when she turned me down. I didn't think she'd go back on her word. Or that she'd be wearing an outfit quite like this. One more time. Let's go. Cosmos often wears ostentatious outfits. It's kind of her thing as a social media star, but this one is seasonally appropriate. She's in a cute Santa outfit, complete with a short skirt and a Santa hat. That skirt is so short, in fact it might be more sexy than cute. But it's still a YouTube save. Definitely. She looks very good, but... What is going on? I thought you were busy. I did say that, yeah. But since when I have ever been too busy to spend time with you? You're a smart Hiroki. Smart me? At least I figured you'd call my bluff in a second. I'm surprised that you actually bought that. For I guess it made my plan easier to pull off. Were you lying to me? No. Did you want to surprise me then? Boop. Wait. Did you want to give me a pleasant surprise then? Yep, that's right. I thought you would appreciate it. My knowledge about Hyudan customs is still a bit spotty, but I know that Christmas Eve is an important holiday for couples. I wasn't about to pass up on a chance to celebrate it with you. I could have been hit by a truck and I still would have come on over. Please don't get hit by a truck. I'd get a mad scientist to bring me back to life as a zombie Cosmos, and I'd dash, or
maybe crawl to your side and I'd nibble on your brain. It would be very romantic.
I could do without the brain nibbling really, but I'm glad you didn't get hit by a truck.
Me too. It would have thrown my plans out of the whack. I wouldn't want to get this cute outfit dirty. It's a rental, and the costume place would probably charge me more for it. And of course I wouldn't want to damage this bad boy either.
Eh? Cosmos dashes over to my fridge, then bends over. Her skin is so bruised short she reveals rather a lot of her thighs during this motion, but she doesn't seem to mind. Just fine. I don't mind much either, really. Her thighs are very nice, even if they're not quite as toned as Hazel's. Again, Hazel, in case you don't know, is a tennis professional player. It makes sense. Her skin is soft and pale, a little creamy. Nice. Ta-da! I'm not afforded much time to examine Cosmos's rear, however, because she straightens up. Beaming, she holds something out to me, then says,
"Oh, this is so nice! Oh boy!" Take a look at this. What do you think, Hiroki?
oh. Cosmos is holding up a ceramic plate, atop of which is a fancy-looking cake. The cake seems to be a sponge confection made with several soft brownish yellow layers between which copious amounts of cream are sandwiched. The top of the cake is similarly covered in peaks of white fluffy cream which looks a little like snow, and there are rings of red, like strawberries planted on top of it. The cake looks pretty good. It looks like the work of a seasoned professional, something picked up from a bakery, but I'm still curious about its exact origins. Did you make that yourself, Cosmos?
Sorry to disappoint, but I didn't. I'm not very good at baking. I did try to make a cake for you, Hiroki. I tried a few times, actually, but it didn't work out. I burned the first cake, it was all black and charred, and the second didn't raise at all. I would have felt guilty, make you eat my terrible efforts. They probably would have made you sick. I'm not good at householdy things, not like you, I mean. I'm trying, but... Ah well, I'm sure I'll get the hang of it eventually. I'm going to keep practicing. At the very least, I didn't blow up your oven when I tried to work on my failed attempt, so that's progress.
That's the spirit. It's good to be optimistic, but... Have you blown up ovens before?
Not ovens exactly. Phew, that's a relief. But I have set fire to saucepans before, and once I blew up a tin of spaghetti hoops in my microwave. I didn't realize I was meant to take the hoops out of the tin first.
Oh yeah, that will do it. Gee, that sounds like a fire hazard just waiting to happen. I'm not the best at cooking myself, but I'm decent at it. Yes, I am. I can manage some simple dishes, miso soup, egg omelets, braised salmon, and the like. I don't know about miso soup. Never tried doing it. Egg omelets, obviously, yes. Salmon, braised salmon, never did it, I think. Maybe. No, I don't think I did. Anyway, my cooking skills aren't anywhere near as good as Hifumi's, but it sounds like they're better than Cosmos's.
Yeah. I did have to scrape my cakes in the trash for... I bought a proper cake for us a couple of hours ago from a bakery by the station. What do you think of it? What do you think of it? It costs a little bit, but I think it was well worth it.
It looks nice, yeah. Did you pick it up because it's Christmas Eve?
That's right. I want to get you a cake so we could celebrate together. You've been working really hard, so I think you deserve it. It would have been more special, of course, if I'd actually been able to make the cake on my own. If Fufimin was here, she'd probably have cooked you a whole 5-course meal, but I'm trying it in my own way. Do you want to try some of the cake?
Naturally, I can't wait to dig in. But Cosmos.
Yes, what is it?
Cosmos blinks at me, her expression expectant. What kernel of lie should I give her? Tell her not to worry so much. Tell her she doesn't need to bother trying to cook for you. First one. Please don't compare yourself to the others. You might not be as good at cooking as Hifumi, but you have plenty of charms on your own, and I clicked early, but I managed to read what was written there. If you don't believe me, here you go. Boom. I can see how sincere you're being about making me happy, and it's appreciated. You always put me first. You make me feel very loved. I smile. And you look very cute in the outfit.
Gee, if you keep saying things like that, I won't be able to stop blushing. What are you, a protagonist of a visual novel? My affection points can only go so high.
How high are affection points right now?
They're maxed out, obviously. You have exclusive access to all of my special scenes. But we're getting carried away. This cake is for eating, not staring at.
Good point. I get the tableware. I like her a lot, man. I retrieve a couple of plates from the cupboard, then set them down on the kitchen table. Cosmos joins me, smiling, and cuts 2 generous slices of shortcake for the both of us. She levers the slices on the plates, then passes one to me.
Here you are, Hiroki. I hope you like it. The cake's made of sponge, so it should be light and refreshing. I think it will be yummy, and this little plaque.
Cosmos gestures to the plaque on the front of the cake, which has Merry Christmas typed on it.
It's made of white chocolate.
I don't know why. I think not many people like white chocolate. Why is that? It's freaking good. Anyway,
we can share that too if you want.
Sure thing. You really do think of everything, don't you?
Thank you. I always say that I don't think at all.
Well, she would say that. I isn't very nice to anybody, least of all Cosmos.
But I did put a lot of effort into arranging these things this evening.
I can tell you really have been a busy bee. Now, let me try a bit of this cake. I pick up my fork. Fork? For a cake? Then again, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just Poland. In most places you eat like cakes with a teaspoon. Anyway, since the cake is light, airy sponge, it cleaves easily to the lightest pressure. I'm able to break a piece off without any difficulty, which I then bring to my mouth. I part my lips, then rest the piece of cake on my tongue. I sighed in the moment I saw the cake in my mouth. It really does taste good. The sponge is sweet, but it isn't overly so. It's quite mild actually, which serves to set out just how saccharine the cream is. I feel like saccharine. Whatever. There are small pieces of strawberry whisked into the cream too, which gives the whole confection a certain degree of tartness. While the texture is almost uniformly soft, those pieces of diced strawberry add some more dimension to it all. It's so good, I can't get enough! It looks like Cosmos is also enjoying the cake because she's beaming.
This cake is so good, it's to die for. I was right to pick this one up. Good job, me!
Good job, you indeed! You have great taste.
Well, obviously, I have the best taste. If I didn't, I wouldn't be dating you. Whoa! You flirt! You're the most incredible boyfriend a girl could ever ask for, Hiroki. Although...
Although what?
I think you might have been enjoying that cake a bit too thoroughly. It looks like you have some cream on your lip. Let me get it for you. Woo.
Cosmos giggles in that soft, breathy ways of hers, then leans in. I get the idea of what it is she means to do even before she does it, but... Oh. That doesn't stop my face from turning red at the sudden close contact. Rather than wipe the bit of spilled cream away with napkin, like most people would, or for her finger, Cosmos instead opts for a more direct, shall we say, way of cleaning up my face. She brings her face towards mine until there are some inches separating us. And then she licks the cream off my cheek with her tongue. Now this is quite intimate. The touch of Cosmos' tongue against my skin is strangely appealing and it makes me blush. The low cut of Cosmos' seals untouched meanwhile exposes rather a lot. She is leaning forwards, her arms pressed together so her cleavage seems to spill out of her attire. She smells good too, like strawberries. I guess that's on account of the shampoo she uses. For the Christmas cake she's consumed might also count towards that. Nice. Let's face it, scents like that are the best. Yes. Shampoo. That smells like strawberry. Yes. I approve, definitely. Cosmos' breath, when I feel it against my skin, smells fragrant. Her hair meanwhile blushes tantalizingly against my cheek. She must have gotten all the cream off me by this point. I can imagine I made that much of a mess, but Cosmos doesn't draw away. She presses several kisses now against my cheek, shying as she does so.
Ah, yes. I knew I made a good choice when I picked up this cake. It really is yummy. For it tastes even better when I get to lick it off of you.
Wow, color me surprised. I wouldn't have thought that the natural oils of my skin would enhance the flavor of the strawberry shortcake Cosmos purchased, but maybe I was wrong. I guess that shows how much I know about cuisine.
Spending time with you like this is so much fun, Hiroki. I want to commemorate this moment for all eternity.
Cosmos retrieves her phone from her pocket, then holds it aloft. She presses her body even more firmly against mine, her soft chest squishing my arm, and says,
Say cheese. For maybe because of the occasion you could say cheesecake instead. Hehe.
Cosmos takes a few toes of us together before she sinks back in the chair, seemingly satisfied. That's a cute back to the phone. She scans through the photos, then giggles to herself.
You look so cute, Hiroki. Your face is so red, just like a strawberry.
Well, what were you expecting? You were getting very close to me. Oh, of course I'd be embarrassed.
You're so pure, Hiroki. You're like a shy, blushing maiden.
I don't know if I'm all that pure, really. I think you're just a bit brazen.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, but...
Cosmos looks back at the photos she's taken, her half-eaten cake now all but forgotten.
Hey, you really look cute in these photos, Hiroki. I wish I could upload these photos to my Rabbit Bound account so I could show everybody just how my darling boyfriend is. How darling my boyfriend is, sorry. I'm sure they'll be all so jealous.
Oh, of me? Maybe, not you. Cosmos is a famous social media star and she has a lot of followers, most of whom pay attention to her because of her looks. If they knew she had a boyfriend, they'd be disappointed. Maybe? In fact, I think some of them would be downright pissed. I don't want Cosmos to risk jeopardizing her fanbase for me. I don't think it would be a worthwhile trade-off, no matter how much she wants to share photos of me with the rest of the world. It's flattering that she's so proud of me. I don't really see why when I'm such an average guy, but... you might want to hold off on uploading those pictures. I think they turned out pretty nice myself, but you know, that would lead to unnecessary drama.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit sad that I can't show the whole world how much I love you, but I understand your concerns. I don't want to upset my fans, and I don't want them getting angry at you either. I would never, ever want to get you into trouble.
That's sweet sentiment, I guess, but I'm not so sure about that. Despite these claims, Cosmos did rub herself against me on the train, in broad daylight I might add, during our very first meeting. Now that was pretty wild. What was wild was later.
You can find out in Sakura Succubus 1 playlist. Link in the description.
Anyway, she made for quite the incredible first impression. It was very striking, not to mention sticky. Walking to work after that was a bit of a struggle. I consider myself very fortunate, even now, all these months later, that nobody on the train caught on to what we were doing. Just a little hugging? If they'd been aware of just how up and close and personal we're getting, I think we would have had the police called on us.
I won't share these photos with my fans, but I might share them with Ayu.
Why would you send them to Ayu of all the people?
Oh, why wouldn't I send them to Ayu? She's my BFF.
I have a few doubts about that. Cosmos might be determined to be Ayu's best friend, but Ayu is so prickly I'm not sure if she has any friends at all. The answer is no. Ayu's pretty standoffish, even if she can be passionate when she wants. It's that passion I'm afraid of. I don't want to be on the receiving end of one of her temper tantrums. Yeah. Maybe sending those photos to Ayu wouldn't be the best of ideas.
Why not?
Wouldn't it distract her? She has to perform on some TV show tonight if I'm remembering rightly. She might want to concentrate.
Oh, you.
A smiley Cosmos nudged me in the side with her elbow.
Boom! You're so considerate, Hiroki, but don't worry. Ayu is only going to perform one song. I think she'll have quite a lot of free time sitting in her dressing room. She's told me before, actually, that working on shows like this is really boring. I think she'll be glad of the company, and I'm sure she'll be interested to know what I've been getting up to. Did you know? She said she thought I'd have the really boring Christmas Eve because I don't have anything to keep me occupied.
Did she?
Yeah, she said she thought I'd be really bored because all I really do is take photos of myself. She said...
Cosmos clears her throat and does her best Ayu impression, notching her voice up in pitch until it sounds almost shrill.
It must be so hard for you, Cosmos, being the ugly duckling among us Succubus sisters. When the rest of us are all occupied, you have no demands on your time whatsoever. It's fortunate, of course, if you want to relax, but there is only so much relaxing you can do before you get bored. I imagine you must be rather jealous of us. If I wasn't so pleased myself, I would be sorry for you. You poor thing. Being unwanted in general is hard in general, but being unwanted for Christmas must be even more painful.
Oh, wow. Did I really just say all of that?
She did, yeah. I have good memory, so I remember these things. She sounded very concerned about me. Surely is a good big sister.
Well, I wonder about that. Was that really concern? Cosmos didn't ask for my opinion, but if what she relates is at all accurate, Ayu sounded less concerned than she does smugly self-satisfied. Yeah, I think I was trying to nettle Cosmos on purpose to upset her. But Cosmos is so hard-headed, it seems like she didn't realize Ayu's intent. Should I tell her I was trying to upset her? No, let's not do that. No. Keep quiet about it. I could tell Cosmos that, but I don't think I'd stand to gain anything by doing that. Not to mention, I don't want to ruin the moment. Ignorance, as they say, is bliss. On the other hand, yeah, I mean, surely Ayu wanted to kind of nudge her in the ribs. But at the same time, I don't think Ayu, hates Cosmos in general. Anyway.
I think I was worried I'd be all alone, so I'd like to prove her wrong. If she knows that we're together, then she won't have to fuss about me.
Oh. She will fuss, but in a different way. I have a few doubts about that, but I don't have a chance to tell Cosmos this. She's already tapping away on her phone, a cat-like smile playing about her lips. Cosmos texts for a few seconds, then hits the send button.
And done. I sent out photos to Ayu, and I gave her an update about how the night is going. Now we just need to wait and see what she says. I'm sure she'll be happy for us. Ayu really is nice.
I think that's quite a charitable reading of her personality, personally. I mumbled myself while watching Cosmos' phone. A few seconds of silence pass and then...
Oh!
It looks like Cosmos is receiving a call, and it doesn't take much in a way of brain power to figure out who it might be from. Cosmos picks up her phone, then answers, and she brings to her ear a cheery hello.
Hello, this is Cosmos.
On her lips, but... She looks nice.
Hey, what's the big idea, huh? Sending me those photos, are you trying to make me barf? Why do you think I'd want to see you being all down you Hiroki anyway? It's not like I care!
Cosmos' greeting is interrupted by a screech so loud even I can hear it. For I'm not holding the phone myself. Man, Ayu sure is noisy. I hope Ayu hasn't deafened her, by the way. Like, the Cosmos.
Hey there, Ayu. Hehe.
Cosmos fortunately doesn't seem particularly perturbed by this greeting. Maybe she, like me, was expecting it. She has known Ayu longer than I have.
I'm glad that you sound so energetic. I thought you might be a bit anxious because you have to appear on that TV thingy. Did my messages cheer you up? Did they cheer me up?
Ayu parts Cosmos' question in a high-pitched, disbelieving way, her voice so loud I can still hear her.
What do you think, you numbskull? Why would sing to screwing around with Hiroki make me happy? I'm stressed out over my oncoming performance. This is a huge deal, you know. The show I'm going to appear on gets millions of viewers.
I was about to say views, but...
I can afford to make any mistakes. I've been rehearsing my song all day, so please forgive me if I'm not in the best of moods. I've been working my cute, pastel pink bundle trying to perfect my routine, so the last thing I need is you distracting me. You're so thoughtless, Cosmos. You're such an idiot. Thanks, Ayu. I like you too, heh? And did I say anything about liking you, huh? No, but I can tell you though, if you really didn't care, you wouldn't have bothered calling me. You're really transparent. Oh, shut up! Is Hiroki still with you? He is, yeah. It's Christmas Eve, so I thought it'd be nice if we spent some time together. That's what couples do after all. You always get romantic on events on Christmas Eve in daring scenes. Just the other day, Spare me! I don't care about the stupid video games you play! Can you put Hiroki on the line? I have a few things I want to say to him. Oh, sure thing. Hey, Hiroki.
Cosmos hands her phone over to me.
I want to talk to you.
I gather as much, yeah, thanks. I take the phone from Cosmos and warily I press it against my ear, acutely aware that Ayu might at any given moment choose to verbally castigate me, just like she did to Cosmos. Cosmos' ears might be stronger than an ordinary person's and impervious to any loud noises, even she's a succubus. But I'm just your average guy, weak in both flesh and in spirit. I don't want to be deafened while I'm still in my prime. That sounds like a very grim fate indeed. Hey Ayu, is there something wrong? Ayu harms.
I think that should be obvious.
It was yeah, but I figured that I'd ask just to be polite.
Let me tell you one thing, mister. I don't care if you want to be all buddy-buddy with Cosmos during Christmas Eve. It doesn't matter to me, not at all. I'm not jealous, not one bit.
Oh. I never said you were. Cosmos was the one who...
Yeah, Cosmos might have sent those photos to me, but it's not like I care about them. I mean, why would I? It's not that I was hoping to spend Christmas Eve with you. I know she has all the free time in the world because she's a loser who doesn't have a proper job, but some of us have actual work to do. I've been rehearsing so I can perform on the show for the last fortnight. A lot of money has been sunk into this production and a lot of people are relying on me. I can't call it off at the last minute so I can eat cake with you like I'd want to anyway because I don't. Don't start thinking Cosmos is top tier wife or something.
I already think that, by the way, don't worry.
Just because she has enough free time to mess around. She's just a stupid, smelly need who doesn't actually contribute to society. I don't get what to see me run away. I would show you a far better time if you were on a date with me.
I thought you just said you didn't want to go out with me for...
Well...
Ayu pauses. I can't see her, but I can imagine she's probably blushing.
I don't want to go on date with you, but it would have been nice to have a bit of a break. I've been working really hard lately and I'm getting kind of tired. But whatever.
Ayu sighs.
There's no point complaining about it. I'm like not that immature. My fans are all waiting for me. I can't let them down. I'm going to give it my all out there, and I won't be thinking about you.
Ayu pauses, then says in a surprisingly gently voice.
At least not that much.
I'm sure you won't. Do your best in your TV show, I'll be rooting for you, and I'm sure Cosmos will too. I know you'll knock it out of the park, you always do.
Well, of course. That should go without saying. It's not like I need your support or anything. I'll be just fine. I always am. I'll be better than fine, in fact. I'll have everything under control, but... well... Thanks anyway, Hiroki, for your words of encouragement. You're... not such a bad guy after all. It was nice hearing from you.
I wish I could say the same to Ten, but Ayu was giving me an earful back then. She was shouting down the phone at me like a demented witch. It wasn't very pleasant. But I think that's just a form of self-defense for Ayu. She finds it hard being sincere, perhaps because of the vulnerability that's inherent in it. Maybe she's afraid of leaving herself too exposed. In any case, it sounds like she's calmed down a bit. I'm glad I'm not so bad. I do try. I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, sure, I'll see you. Have fun with Cosmos. But not too much fun, you hear? Remember, while we're goofing off, some of us are actually working.
With that, the call comes to an end. I must have hung up. I had Cosmos' phone back to her, then sigh. Actually, I sighed before, but... well, that went about as well as expected. I know Ayu means well, at least I'd like to think she does, but protracted conversations with her like that always leave me with a headache. Would it kill her to temper her volume just a little bit? I should temper with the volume of the game, by the way, right now. But I kinda don't want to mess with it right now. I will mess with it for the video, so basically lower it for you. Anyway,
Are you alright?
she was in a bit of a bad mood, but I think I cheered her up. She didn't seem too angry by the time I finished talking to her.
Oh well, that's good then. I knew you would be happy for us. She has a very big heart. Really, even if she acts otherwise.
I guess so, yeah. I return to my slice of cake, as does Cosmos, and together we both finish up our slices. I collect our dirty plates, setting them down the sink. While Cosmos returns the cake to the fridge to chill. After that, Cosmos directs my attention towards the tree.
Now, take a look at this, Hiroki. Don't you think it's cute? I bought the tree myself from the supermarket. It's fake, but I think it's very pretty.
I mean, I would have nothing against it, to be honest. Like, because I don't think... yeah, I always had like a fake tree in my house. Back in the day, in the family house, and now, yeah, it's always fakeish. Otherwise, it sounds like a pain, to be honest. Anyway, I'll have to agree with you on that one. It's pretty spectacular, especially with all the ornaments. Did you buy these too, Cosmos?
Of course. It wouldn't be a proper Christmas without the tree, and without decorations. That's what it said online, at least when I looked it up. I never experienced a proper Christmas in the human realm before, so I was excited to try it out. You humans have a lot of interesting traditions. For it seems like Christmas is more popular in European countries.
I mean, I think the proper way, maybe, yeah, proper. Look, kind of a proper way of celebrating Christmas is like probably outside of Asian countries. I mean, I don't know about all of them, but in Japan, it's not really Christmas, is it? But they do like put on decorations and so on around the city, and but I don't think they get. Maybe they do get, but they don't. They don't give it the same vibes, sort of. Anyway, whatever. Yep, that's true. It's less big deal over here, but the street still gets decked out with lights. Dude, I'm not even Oh yeah, last year our city was not decked out with lights. And by that I mean the main street. Because the main street is going through a kind of reconstruction. They also digged out some archaeological stuff, so wow. It was already going slow, it went even slower basically. So I guess maybe next year. Anyway, which is this year technically. Anyway, who doesn't like an excuse to have a good party? Right.
That's what I was thinking. Why don't you take a closer look at the decorations, Hiroki? I picked them up at the specialty stores, so they're really unique. I doubt many other people have a tree like this.
A lot of people don't put up trees at all. I know my parents never did. Actually, wait a second. Wait. This decoration. You don't see the mouse cursor. Actually, no, the door are going inwards as well, so... But no, stop. What am I saying? You can't enter this place. Where the door is, right? On the right side. The decoration is literally blocking the way. So yeah, even if it opens inwards, you can't enter, sort of. Like, I guess at the top of the door, it's fine. You can just bend your head or whatever. But lower, it's kinda... Anyway.
No?
Golden Star has me aghast.
Does that mean you've never celebrated Christmas yourself?
Not really. My parents were more into New Year's. We used to visit my grandparents and then we'll go to the shrine together. Dude, I would like to experience actually Christmas, not really, but the New Year's in Japan. Also going to the shrine and so on. That might be so nice. I would definitely not go to the church, and churches are boring as fuck. Said like a true Christian. Let's go. Too bad that I don't support the church. Actually, not too bad. I just don't. Anyway. I was given money too over the New Year's. But I don't think I ever got Christmas presents. My parents didn't really abide by it. They're kind of old-fashioned like that. This is new to me. I'm looking forward to seeing how you decorated the tree. I'm pretty curious about these specialty ornaments of cosmoses, and as it transpires... Oh, these are very unique. The decorations are what I was expecting. But tinsel is pretty standard, I guess, and the bubbles look normal, but that's only when viewed from a distance. Huh? At close quarters, see that these bubbles are actually printed with images. Images of anime girls, to be precise, with big eyes, which are... Ahem. Rolled back in their heads like they're experiencing the most exquisite of ecstasies. You know what this is. You know what this is, right? I know. That or they're eating some really good food. Nice. The bubbles only show these girls' faces, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out what's going on.
Where did you get these bubbles from exactly? Oh, from a story in Akihabara, of course.
Oh, of course. I should have known.
What do you think of my decorative skills? Aren't those bubbles adorable?
I wonder how I should answer that. Oh, come on. You want to... But I didn't even see them. Very unique indeed. I think these decorations are very unique. Cosmos, I've never seen anything like that before. You really pulled out all the stops to make this holiday special.
Well, of course, I do aim to please. Hehe.
Well, at least she looks happy. That's all that matters. I'm curious for... Are these girls from anything in particular?
Oh, yeah. They're all characters from a visual novel series I like. This girl over there
Cosmos gestures.
is Azusa. And this is Mamiko. And that's Mari.
Wait, I know. I think I know. Sakura Sadist, I believe. Dude, we are playing a guessing name right now. Do I remember the characters from Sakura games? I think this is Sakura Sadist. I can quickly check up, by the way. That's right. Because I have CGs saved up. As for wallpapers, supposedly. And I am so stupid that I named them, actually. There was Azusa, there was Mamiko, there was Mari. Let's go!
Azusa is cheerful airhead, Mamiko is sadistic, and Mari is the serious straight-laced one. They're really all charming, but I think Mamiko is my favorite.
Not mine. I remember she was not mine.
I don't mind being bossed around a bit, hehe. I like the series a lot, it's emotionally significant to me. That's why I want to decorate your tree with them. They're all my best girls.
I see. Those names sound kind of familiar. Where have I heard of them before? Did Cosmos talk about them when we went on the trip to Ion's private beach? The art on those bubbles, in any case, is rather accomplished. I feel a bit strange about having faces like this being displayed on my Christmas tree. Isn't Christmas meant to be a religious holiday in some parts of the world? But whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Cosmos is the one who bought the tree. She should be allowed to decorate however she wants. I'm not going to rain on her parade. Correct way. Well, I'm happy you went to the effort of putting up the tree. Thanks, Cosmos. I give Cosmos a pat on the head, which she responds to with a smile.
It's no problem, Hiroki, and that isn't all I want to show you.
Eh?
I actually bought you a present too. Look at this!
Cosmos thrusts a wrapped box, I mean there are quite a few of them here, towards me, positively vibrating all the while with excitable energy.
I hope you enjoy it.
I'm sure I will, but I'm starting to feel a little guilty. I didn't know you'd be getting me a present. I feel like I should have got you something in return. I'm surprised he didn't know that. I know he was not supposed to spend the Christmas with any of them, supposedly. But it doesn't mean he couldn't get the gifts for the girls. I would certainly do that myself, in his shoes.
Oh, that's alright, don't worry about it. Spend time with you is a present enough for me. It makes me really happy.
Oh, well, isn't that sweet? My heart's just about to melt here, for I do have a reservation. Well, yep, it's the same for me too. Being with you also makes me happy, but you still went out of your way to buy me cake and to decorate the place. And now you've even bought me a present. I'm not sure how I can repay you.
Oh, you don't need to repay me. I do any of this because I want to be reimbursed. So long as we're both happy, that's all that matters. And picking out this gift for you made me really, really happy. Besides,
Cosmos smiles coyly.
Hehe, it didn't actually cost me anything. I have an online merch store, and I have some extra supplies you'll need to shift. You'd actually be doing me a favor if you took it.
Well, when you put it like that. I smile, then accept the box from Cosmos's hands. Thanks, Cosmos. It's appreciated.
I thought you might have said that, heh? Hifumi is right, you really are a gentleman.
I begin to unwrap the box Cosmos handed me, curious about its contents. I didn't know that Cosmos had a merch shop, but I'm not surprised. She is very popular. I wonder what fancy Cosmos merch she's given me. Does she have calendars, maybe? Acrylic stands? Keychain might be cute too. I pull the lid of the box and then... Oh! There is a book in here. One which looks pretty fancy. Oh, okay, I get it. Probably, a photo book. I know, I was thinking art book, but it's probably a photo book, right? It's a hardback, and on the cover there's an image of Cosmos wearing a white, fluffy dress which bears a passing resemblance to a wedding gown, but it's much skimpier. Is this a photo book?
That's right, it's full of photographs of me, handpicked by my fan base. Only the best are in here, eh? I hope you enjoyed, Hiroki.
I'm sure I will? I set the books down, then begin to flip through the book. As Cosmos said, there are really a lot of photos in here, and they are printed on the thick, high-quality paper too. Pages upon pages of seductively smiling Cosmoses await me, wearing all sorts of outfits, maintainers, swimsuits, some cosplays, and more perplexingly, all of all...
Are you covered in chocolate on that photo? Oh yeah, that was a popular photo shoot for some reason. My fans really liked it.
Hey Winkcloud, have you released that thing actually yourself? I'm curious. Because I'm in for a purchase. Okay? If I can have a photo book with Cosmos, I'm in for a purchase. Winkcloud. Cosmos. Okay, so that's the game. I think it might be tough to... I'm trying to like control F this, but I think no. Alright, Winkcloud, we need the Cosmos photo book to be actually released. And please, physical version. Anyway, it doesn't need to be a hard book, hardcover, by the way. I guess they must have for it to wind up in this book. Wasn't all that chocolate pain to scrub off for?
It was a bit, yeah. I had to be really careful too when I set up my filming area, but I got chocolate all over the floor. It's a good thing it's laminate, so it wasn't too hard to clean. If I'd gotten a chocolate on the carpeted floor, my landlords would have killed me.
Carpets suck, that's true. I'm glad I don't have any of those. Do you have strict landlords too, huh?
Yeah, he's really stingy. I try to keep things neat and tidy, but it's a bit hard when some of my shoes got so messy. It's not like I'm trying to be a bad tenant, though. These things just happen when you have thousands of fans all around the world who want to watch you crack eggs on yourself.
Eh? Why eggs?
I don't know, don't ask me. Maybe my fans think I could use some extra protein.
No. You definitely don't. I'm not sure that's it. I can't really see the appeal of a sexy woman cracking eggs over herself either, if I'm being wholly honest. Dude, I also don't understand. The whole thing seems a bit degenerate. But I guess that's why people like Cosmos in the first place. I think she looks pretty nice in these photo suits. Too?
You look like you're enjoying yourself, Hiroki. Do you like my present?
I like it, yeah. Thanks, Cosmos, for giving it to me. I'll cherish it.
No problem, hey? I thought it'd be to your taste. I want to share a bit more of my work with you. For a while, actually. Whenever I dress up for my photo shoots, I always wonder what you'll think about my outfits. Actually, I'm a bit curious. Which outfit in here is your favorite?
Oh, now that's a good question. I wonder. I like the wedding dress. The bunny girl outfit is cute. You can't go wrong with a sexy nurse. Definitely the chocolate one. I like you best when you're just being yourself. Oh boy. Too bad that I couldn't actually see any of those. Can I say the current one then? I like this one a lot. Should I go cheeky with the last app? I'm gonna go last option. To be fair, I mean, any outfit she had in the previous games and in this game, and supposedly in the next game, which we already played, she looked good in all of them. Damn it. That's a tough choice. Let's go with this one. I like you when you're... Okay. I think all of these outfits are cute, but I like you the best when you're being yourself.
Oh, Hiroki!
Cosmos looks at me, her amber eyes wide, then smiles.
I should have known you'd say something like that. You're so sweet, heh? I really do love you. It's nice that I've been able to show this to you, although...
Cosmos licks her lower lip with her tongue.
I could show you even more if you want.
Could you now? I smelled Cosmos and set the book to one side. I'm not sure if I can imagine that those photos in your book are pretty scandalous as it is. How much more is there for you to flaunt?
Do you want to find out?
I must admit, I'm intrigued. Would you mind giving me a sneak peek?
Oh, I don't mind giving you a full peek. You can look at me for as long as you want. That full book was just an appetizer. I don't show this much to my other fans, but you're special, Hiroki. You've been a very, very good boy this year, and it's almost Christmas.
A little while later. Well, as she said, she's not showing this to other people. So sorry about that, but it's not happening. And, well, that's right, what transpired is between the two of them. But that was a really nice hugging session, that's for sure. Anyway, with our dalliances concluded, Cosmo and I have a bath. My bathroom is pretty cramped, just like every other room in my cruddy apartment, which is more expensive, I think, glamly than it really ought to be. Like, dude, every single place is like that. And there isn't much space for the both of us in the tub. That being the case, we're obliged to sit very close together, our bodies all crammed up. It isn't very comfortable, but I'm not accustomed to it. I've spent quite a lot of time this last year getting buddy-buddy with Cosmos in all sorts of states of dress and undress. We might both be jammed to the tub, but her bare skin is very soft at least. The curve of her spine feels nice against my chest. It's pretty soothing in a way. Once we finish bathing, I help Cosmos shampoo her hair and she scrubs my back clean. In turn, we towel ourselves dry and then get ready for bed. Cosmos didn't think to bring any of her own clothes with her. I guess she didn't plan to stay the night, so I have to loan her one of my old button-up shirts to pass as makeshift pajamas. Show it. Cosmos accepts my shirt without complaint, smiling cheerfully all the while and changes. Cosmos for the win! Let's go! A certain character, by the way, wore a shirt as well in Sakura Succubus 7. Cosmos looks way better. Now the pair of us are lying in a futon on my bedroom floor. Our bodies turned so we can face one another. I've already turned the lights off and the blinds are drawn, but I can see Cosmos' face in the few slivers of milky moonlight which spill in through gaps in the blinds. Cosmos' ombre hair spills across the pillow in an enchanting manner, soft as silk. Her amber eyes are half-lidded and a small cold smile plays about her lips. My shirt is several sizes too large for her, given Cosmos is quite diminutive. She's one of the shortest members of my Succubus harem, but that only serves to enhance her good looks. I would say she's the... Yeah, I would expect her to be the shortest for some reason, yeah. Anyway, I'm glad that I was able to spend Christmas Eve with her, and I tell her that too in a quiet voice, so as not to disturb the moment. Thank you, Cosmos, for coming to see me. This is one of the best Christmas Eves I've ever had.
I'm happy to hear you say that, but...
Cosmos blinks at me, her eyelashes dark and smoky.
We didn't get to go out. We just stayed indoors and ate cake. Was it really that special?
I think it was, yeah. I had a great time.
Are you sure not just saying that? You're a nice guy, so you always try to spare my feelings, but I worry sometimes. I spend most of my time inside. My life isn't very exciting, not like Marina's or Ayu's. They travel a lot to all sorts of places, and they see and do incredible things. But I'm more of a homebody. I worry I might be a bit boring compared to the likes of them. I don't like chair important business meetings, and I don't perform on stage in front of thousands of people. I'm pretty normal, really.
Says the girl with millions of followers on a rapid pound. Playfully I nudge her in the ribs. Ding! You're anything but normal, Cosmos.
Well, I guess I'm a succubus.
That's true. You're more than that to me for. You're my adorable girlfriend. I lean in, pressing a gentle kiss against Cosmos's forehead. And I love spending time with you. It doesn't matter what we do. You don't have to worry about entertaining me. Your company is more than enough to make me happy. I promise.
Hiroki.
Cosmos exhales. I can feel her breath against my cheek. It smells minty, probably because she brushed her teeth about 10 minutes ago. Her amber eyes swell up with emotion, and then...
You're so sweet. I really do love you. Thank you for putting up with my antics, and thank you for letting me stay over. I'm in your debt.
It really is no problem. I'm glad that you came to see me. I had a really good time. And you know what?
What?
I think I'm one of the luckiest guys in all of Japan.
Really?
Well, maybe not all of Japan.
I thought you were being a bit dramatic.
I might be one of the luckiest guys in the whole world.
No way! You're definitely going too far.
I don't think I'm going far enough. You've done a lot for me, Cosmos, whether you realize it or not. And I think I'm really blessed to be your boyfriend. I mean, it's not every guy out there who can say he's dating the Cosmos Moretti on Rapid Pound fame, is it?
I guess not. I get a lot of guys sliding to my DMs asking me if I'd be the girlfriend, but you're not done. But you're the only boyfriend I want, Hiroki. Nobody else can come close. You say that you're lucky, but I think I'm the really lucky one. Nobody makes me as happy as you do.
Then maybe we're both lucky? I dip my head again to press a toothpaste flavor case against Cosmos' lips. Our kiss is a brief one, and it doesn't linger. I'm too tired to ramp things up a notch, but it's full of affection all the same, so much so it's undeniable. I really do like Cosmos. I think as I draw away from her. She worked hard to make Christmas Eve a special experience for me, and I'm glad for it. We might not have done much exciting, but I don't care. I had plenty of fun simply by being with her. It's with this thought in mind that my eyelids at long last begin to drop.
Oh, yeah.
And in a slow, anticlimactic sort of way, I fall fast asleep. The next day. I wake up with a yawn on my futon in my bedroom alone. Bleary-eyed, I stop and glance around my room, which looks much the same as it always does. The light that's filtering in through my blinds is fairly weak, and it does little to properly illuminate my bedroom. It's a bit of a gloomy, overcast day actually, and it's pretty chilly to boot. Brrr. I shivered, then wind my arms around myself. That offers me a bit of relief, at least from the frigid temperature, but there is only so much satisfaction that can be gleaned from embracing myself. It's a bit lonely. Why am I alone anyway? I have distinct memories of Cosmos greeting me last night, after I got home from work. We ate Christmas cake together, which she brought from a bakery by the station, and then she gave me a present. Then after that... Well, we did all sorts of things throughout the night until exhausted we both fell asleep. I figured I would awake to see Cosmos still lying beside me, wearing one of my hand-me-down shirts, but apparently not. She's disappeared. Did she go back home already? The thought's a bit depressing. It would have been nice to spend Christmas with her, but maybe she has other plans. Perhaps I could count myself lucky that she came over for Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is in Japan more important than Christmas itself, especially for couples. It's kind of on par with Valentine's Day, only there is less chocolate involved. I already had a nice Christmas Eve, I shouldn't expect anything else. That's what I tried to tell myself in a case, but it's still disappointing. Cosmos is so clingy, I was sure she'd want to spend more time together. This is all a bit strange. But well, there is nothing to be gained from sitting here moping. What time is it anyway? I glanced at my clock, even grown. It's 11:14 already? I slept in really late. I must have been tired, I guess. Both from being so stumped at work and from... oh, the way they worded it! And then spending time with Cosmos later. That would explain why Cosmos herself isn't here then. She must have gotten bored of waiting for me to haul my lazy behind out of bed. Good going, me. Good going, me. You messed up, unfortunately. I sure know how to make them stay. I get to my feet, feeling disoriented, then I head on over to the bathroom. I need to have a shower. I feel all grooty and brush my teeth at the very least. Let's go!
Hey Rocky, it's good to see you finally awake. Merry Christmas! Same for me! I hope you have a good one, hey! I do not have much time to stay here, alas. I have business meeting I need to be at in a handful of hours. But before that, I do not mind celebrating with you. I hope you have a pleasant holiday season, darling. As do I. I wish you nothing but the best, my dear husband-to-be. And I really am sorry I've been unable to spend more time with you as of late. As your future wife, it is more distressing. You feel right to
I don't even know what I said.
You think you have right to talk about distressing here for me? Look at this stupid outfit Cosmos made me wear. I look like an idiot.
Kinda. So that is...
So that is no different from usual then. Oh, shut up, you washed up old hack! What was that? Now, you two, let's not fight. We're all friends here. That's right. You're right, BB, my BFF are you, which is why I saved that out for you. I think it's the cutest. Yeah. I think you just want to make me look stupid.
The thing is, she probably did it, but it turned out like that.
But whatever, it's not that care or anything. No matter what I wear, I'm still the cutest girl here by a long shot. None of you can hope to compare to me, especially not you, Marina. I'm Japan's #1 idol for a reason. Why you? Oh, are these two gonna fight? My money is Marina winning. Mine too. Everybody please let us calm down. I know we are all very excited to see Hiroki again, but we must behave ourselves. We came here to see him after all, and to celebrate with him, not to bicker. Well, I suppose you raised a good point. Ahem. Once again, it is very good to see you, darling. For our time together will be but a brief one. I hope it will be mutually beneficial. Beneficial, huh? I like the sound of that. You girls!
I stand in the doorway of my bedroom, struck down by the scene in front of me. The 5 principal members from all of my Succubus harem, namely Cosmos, Ayu, Marina, Hifumi, and Hazel, are all gathered in my living room, standing by the tree. I've not seen all of them in so long, certainly not together like this, but it's quite the shock. My living room is small, so there isn't much space for them, but they look comfortable enough. They're all dressed up for an occasion, too, in cute Santa outfits like Cosmos, which don't leave much to the imagination. For Ayu, for some reason, is wearing a reindeer onesie. Ayu's get-up certainly is modest. I can't see much of her beyond her face and her long orange twin tails. It definitely makes her stand out. This is all such shock that for a few minutes I'm unsure of what to say. I simply stand there, my mouth opening and closing like a nutcracker. Like a nutcracker, but no words come out. I clear my throat and say after a pause. I thought you were all busy. How did you make the time to come here?
We reshuffled our schedules around a bit, duh! It wasn't easy, some of us have more obligations than others, but we were able to make it work in the end with a bit of careful planning. I didn't have all that much of myself today, fortunately, so come here wasn't too hard, hehe. I did have quite a lot to do today. But when Cosmo told me of her plans, I knew I had no choice but to hasten to your side. I did not want to miss out on the festivities, especially not if they would involve you. I care about you rather too much, Hiroki, dear to let this chance pass me by. Same here. My time was already all booked up, but I couldn't let Christmas pass without seeing my favorite plaything. That would have been far too tragic.
You said that Cosmos arranged all of this, are you?
That's right.
Ayu admits her arms folded in a manner that can only be called begrudgingly.
She's never experienced Christmas in the human realm before, but she did a lot of research about it. She discovered it was very significant human holiday in a lot of cultures, and she wanted to us to spend it together. I think she's been overly sentimental myself, but whatever. Evil means made some really good food for the occasion, so I guess I can always chow down on that. Coming here wasn't a total loss.
Ayu pulls her face.
Even if I was coerced into wearing this stupid costume. I think that outfit looks kinda cute on you actually. At the very least, pretty snug. I'm getting kinda breezy wearing this short skirt.
Hazel takes the hem of her aforementioned short skirt between her fingers, then flaps it distractedly.
It's like letting too much air in. My fights are turning into blocks of ice here. Maybe you wouldn't have that problem if you actually wore underwear, you nitwit. You brought this up on yourself. Well, maybe. No, definitely. But wearing underwear is like so stifling, you know. I don't feel like myself when I'm all restricted. I've got a lot of my limiters. I have no idea what I'm talking about, and I don't want to know either. As far as I'm concerned, you're just an exhibitionist weirdo. I might be, but I'm a weirdo who loves Hiroki an awful lot. Thanks for inviting me, Cosmos. You're the real MVP for putting this all together. I do not know what an MVP is, but I concur. Thank you, Cosmos, for arranging this. I'm sure our day with Hiroki will be a wonderful one. I too must thank you. I thought you were an unreliable airhead, Cosmos, but you have shown surprising intellect in gathering us all here, and at such a short notice too. I think that is worthy of celebrating. Fortunately,
Marina smiles coyly.
I happen to bring some wine with me. Would anybody like some? Oh yeah, that sounds lovely. Really shouldn't, on account of too much alcohol being bad for you and all. But what the heck, it's Christmas and you only live once! I don't mind if I do.
Wow, they're really going all out. It looks like my Succubus harem is determined to have fun, not that I can blame them for it. It is Christmas, after all. I'm glad that they are so happy. Thank you, Cosmos. I was worried I'd be spending Christmas alone, but you sure proved me wrong. You must have worked really hard convincing everybody. And by everybody I mostly mean Ayu. To come here. It's appreciated.
Well...
Cosmos giggles coyly.
It was no trouble, really. It's not like anybody took a lot of persuading, no matter what Ayu says. In fact, she was the most eager about all of this, hey? No, I wasn't! Yeah, you were. I distinctly remember what you said when I called you up last night. You said, ahem. Oh, that sounds like a wonderful idea. It's been so long since I last saw Hiroki. It's really depressing. I really miss him. There is nobody quite like him. But please, Cosmos, don't tell him I said that. That's embarrassing. Well, it is embarrassing.
A red-faced eye with sputters, her brow furrowed.
Or at least it would be. That's what I actually said, but I didn't insult there. Huh. Methinks the lady Dove protest a bit too much, hehe. Oh, shut up! Putting this together wasn't so hard anyway. Everybody was very enthusiastic, but I didn't expect anything less. We all love you a lot, Hiroki. Now that we're here, let's make this a Christmas to remember.
Well, you don't have to worry on that score, at least. This is already the most memorable Christmas I've ever had in all my life. I really am lucky. Yep.
Meanwhile, in the Succubus realm.
Let's go.
I simply cannot believe their audacity. The impudence, the outrage, the sheer bloody check of it all. How dare they all get together and have a party without me? Have I forgotten that I exist at all? Me, the queen of the Succubus realm? Wow. Why, I ought to go out there and give them peace of my mind. But I can't. I have too much rotten paperwork to do. Why does being a monarch come with so many responsibilities? Oh, it's not fair. I would my beloved Hiroki too, but alas. Suppose it will just have to wait for later. I can give him my blessing, I suppose. For the present, him and the rest of that silly, simpering clothbat. Heh. Is there no justice in the world? Why do I always get left out? So much for a Merry Christmas. I don't even know why I bothered wearing this stupid hat. I don't feel festive at all. Humbug.
Man, I feel bad for her. Is it credits time? Yes, it's credits time.
Story and writing, as usual, waffle of character art, Wanaka.
Boy, that was a good job. I enjoyed it a lot. Man, Cosmos came in clutch, organizing all of that. Nice. That was lovely Christmas. And I don't know, I mean, maybe it makes sense, maybe not. Her being worried about, you know, her also being kind of more homey and not like a traveler. For I do imagine if you were like, hey Cosmos, let's go travel somewhere together, she'd be like, yes, let's do it. Sakura Succubus, Cosmos Christmas. Really nice game. I enjoyed it a lot. Here you have Cosmos in her Christmas outfit. Absolutely adorable, absolutely delicious. We would play it way earlier if I actually paid attention. That Wing Cloud dropped this on the Patreon, yeah. Also, of course, you didn't get to see all the CGs. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. I guess if you would like to have an actual look into everything when it comes to CGs and the scenes, well, I guess, you know, Wing Cloud's Patreon it is then. That's all the story to it. Anyway, Christmas in March on the channel. Almost April as well. Not the first time, to be fair. Not the first time when I prepare like or more like record a Christmas game completely out of season. But I think it's fine. And What's next? I don't know. Wait, I was supposed to dive into itch.io, didn't I? So I guess the next time we meet each other, aside from the Paradise cleaning games, by the way, we'll dive into some itch.io games. Now I guess also waiting for another Sakura game. Maybe Sakura Succubus 8? Who knows? Who knows? Actually, I don't know. Let's see quickly on Steam. Store page. Wing Cloud. Also, in the meantime, they technically not them. I think they were they are a publisher. Developer Starlight 3 Games. There was released something called Would You Like to Run an Idol Cafe? We have not gotten to that at all. I actually don't have any of them. Of the 3 games of those. Maybe someday. Let's see. Upcoming releases. Oh, okay, this thing. Okay. There is no date to that for. Leveling up girls in another world. That's for the future. Ooh. Oi, 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 oi. It seems like it will have some stuff that is not purely visual novel. Let's go, man. We are returning to Sakura Dungeon roots. Sort of. That would be nice, actually. They know how to do that. They know how to do that. Let's face it. Sakura Dungeon was epic. Anywho, I would not be surprised if there will be another Sakura Succubus game, and obviously I will not complain. Because, you know, being around Cosmos, Hazel, Hifumi, Marina, Ayu, Yue, Elizabeth was a very pleasant time. Yes, I skipped one name on purpose. She was alright, but she doesn't belong. She's human. She's not Succubus, the last one. And she doesn't give the vibes of someone I would pursue romantically, basically. Kind of like something like that. Anyway, whatever. Let's not get into that. Christmas well spent. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's again on the longer side because over an hour. Still, consider liking it if you did. Subscribe if you're new, because we'll definitely be playing more of games. More of Sakura games if there are released. More of other visual novels. Basically more games. There will be always games, I think. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, if you're into any of that stuff, consider following me there as well. For free, obviously. Everything there is free. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, with that being said, Merry Christmas! Okay, that doesn't make any sense to say that maybe. Actually, if you are watching this before Christmas, sure, Merry Christmas! Hope you have a wonderful day. But yeah, in general, hope you all have a wonderful day. Or week, to be honest. Hope you have a wonderful week. I will try to put this literally today on YouTube as well. So yeah, have a wonderful week. Hopefully it's not going to be too rough. Hopefully it's going to be a smooth sail for everyone. With that being said, yep, that's it pretty much. Bye bye.